Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here, Golden Opportunities Coaching. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is we break down psychological, social, and emotional coaching topics into discernible language for everybody. We've got over 270 audios available for you to peruse. Hopefully something that's helpful to you. We'd love if you subscribed, liked, comment, and if there's a topic you'd like to see covered, please feel free to make that request. So today we're going to talk about 10 steps to success, how to become more successful in 10, I wouldn't necessarily call them easy steps, but steps you can implement starting today. The first is just do it, take risks. Now this doesn't mean be, foolhardy or foolish, but the reality is everybody that ever wanted to accomplish something great had to take a chance on themselves at one point or another. The realization that you can land on your feet even after taking a chance is also important. So before you take the risk, have the understanding that you will need to be resilient in order to be successful. It is necessary to be resilient because there will be people that doubt you. There will be people that don't agree with you. There will be people that have better ideas than you do, and you need to take from their ideas and build them into your own concepts. The more willing you are to integrate multiple ideas into your unique vision, the easier it will be to be successful. The second idea is make a difference in the world today. Do something positive, do something good, and do it often. The more energy you put into doing good things, the more you will be able to connect with people on demand. When you are in the habit of doing good things, when you're in the habit of making a positive difference, people see you and they see the difference you're trying to make. But also, it becomes habitual for you to interact with people from the standpoint of how can I help, how can I serve, how can I make a difference for you, rather than what can you do for me. People can tell the difference between when you're trying to be of benefit to them and when they are being taken advantage of or being taken for granted. Look, there are going to be times when we have to lean on people harder than we want to. That's part of human existence. It's part of running a business. It's part of having a household. But as long as we come back to the reality that we are deliberately doing good and expecting nothing in return, we will get further. Now, are we really expecting nothing in return? Yes, because the action itself isn't with expectation. Now, when we do good things, we know that energy and that focus will come back to us. But that's a universal law, not an expectation. The next thing is believe that you have the ability to be the best version of yourself every day. Notice I didn't say the best in the world. Notice I didn't say the best in your industry, but the best of yourself. The reason that you need to be the best of yourself is simply because at the end of the day, if you're always striving to be a better version of you, your product or service or offering or art or whatever it is you're trying to share with the world will get better as default. When you try to strive to be better than someone else, you're in the comparison and competition mode. Comparison and competition take us away from thriving in building our own vision and ultimately lead to focusing more on others than on self and making a difference. The next thing is don't quit. Quitting, when we quit, it's because we believe that we've done everything we can possibly do to make the difference we want to make, that we've tried every avenue. So the truth is, when you're ready to quit, you've tried every avenue that hasn't worked thus far. It doesn't mean you've tried everything in the world. Every idea that is an idea has the ability to become a reality if it's met with the right people, the right opportunities, the right financing, and the right resources. So don't give up, because when you give up, what you're saying is the solution doesn't exist in the universe, but the reality is that every solution does exist, whether it be something like an artistic endeavor, musically or otherwise, or the cure for a horrible disease. There always is a solution in the universal consciousness, whether we say believed by God, whether we say believed by a higher power, whether we say created through energy. There's always solutions to be found. The question really becomes, will you be the one to find them? So the next thing that's important is Have short-term and medium-term goals along with long-term goals. Long-term goals are wonderful. It's great that you want to be famous in 5 years. It's great that you want to own 10 properties in 10 years. But if you're only looking at the long-range goal, then you're going to quit on yourself before you succeed. Reason being, the human mind is built on a success-based model, which means noticing your own progress and celebrating it is part of the success motif. It's part of how success happens. So when you're not focused on building success through small accomplishments, be it what I did this week, what I did this month, what I did this quarter, you'll eventually lose interest in your main ideas or concepts. The next is spend time in downtime. So those who want to be the most successful actually schedule in somewhere in their day, in their week, and in their months and in their seasons time to veg out, time to do something they enjoy that doesn't have a goal other than enjoyment. And this is important. That also goes to the relationship with the fact of trying to connect with people. When we connect with people on a deeper level, we do that through understanding that the reality of the value of relationships is greater sometimes than what we're trying to accomplish. Having a new perspective, having a deep or meaningful conversation, having a physical or emotional connection with someone can mean the difference between burnout and becoming super successful. The next is detach from technology as often as you can. And I know that this is difficult for lots of people, especially millennials and the generation that doesn't know what life was like before the internet and cell phones and texting. But the reality is relationships aren't built through technology as much as they're built through in-person time spent, even if it's by telephone, verbal conversation. The interplay of building a relationship and building a rapport requires two people to be real-time active. And so sometimes getting out and doing things, even if it's going to your favorite sushi bar for dinner with two friends, is more valuable than sending 1,000 emails about getting your next big break. Make people matter. Make sure that people feel like they count. And if they don't, figure out why you're not allowing them or making them count. It's dangerous, actually, to not allow people to count at a deeper level. And when people don't feel like they count, they will eventually pull back from you as a person even before you know it. You know, another one is use the ability to go out and prove people wrong as a challenge to yourself. Challenge yourself to prove people wrong. Challenge yourself to feel that you can make the difference and battle against the negativity. So there are going to be doubters in your life. That exists. That's real. That's factual. That's valuable. And know that the doubters serve to ignite your passion in a different way. Proving someone wrong is a great motivator. Beating the odds is a great motivator. So don't always run away from criticism, be it constructive or non. Use it as fire, use it as fuel, and get past the belief that just because someone says something, it has to be true. Take time to do things you love and always expand. Always be learning, always be growing, always be knowing that there's value in that process. And know that sooner or later, your value will increase based on how diverse you are. Diversity is a key to successful living. So hopefully this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.